All right, in honor of Resident Evil's 20-year anniversary, I'm going to be talking about. Actually, I kind of won't be talking about Resident Evil, well, at least not directly. And also, yes, this is Resident Evil 6. I hate the game too, but this is a great buy because it's the anthology and it comes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't even know why I need to justify that, but I'm just saying, I love Resident Evil. And another justification. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about Resident Evil, but not directly at it. So without further ado, let's just start it. Welcome to Obscure Reviews. So yes, again, in honor of Resident Evil 1's release date, which was 20 years ago, March 22nd or 30th, depending on what place of the planet you live on. Yeah, not many people actually know this game was actually based, well, inspired, but at the same time, it was actually, started as a remake to an old Japanese game on the old Famicom called Sweet Home. Now, if you're well versed in video game culture, and especially horror game culture, you probably have heard this name, Sweet Home. And, well, for damn good reason. Labeled by many as the first true survival horror experience, yes, way before even Capcom even coined the term for Resident Evil, it came out for the Famicom in Japan in 1989, and funny enough, is one of the best games on the system. I'm not even joking when I say that. This is a damn good game. But there is something else I want to mention, and this is something that actually not many people actually know. Well, unless you know about the game, you would know, but it's still hazy about it. But this game is actually a movie tie-in game. Yes, this game is based off a film that came out the exact same year, 1989, and just like the game, it was only released in Japan. And honestly, it's a damn shame. So yes, in this video, I'm going to be talking strictly about the film. I will be talking about the game, but that will be in part 2. And if you're from the future, hopefully it'll be right there as a link. But regardless, let's just jump right into the movie. So yeah, the reason I watched this film was obviously because, the game is based off this, so I might as well give it a watch. But what actually kept me going was its overall style. And this is kind of, a thing that, personally I like, but it reminded me a lot of Evil Dead in the sense that there were moments where I'm freaking horrified and holy crap, what's going on? That's brutal as shit. Oh my god. And other moments where I couldn't just help myself, cheering on the characters and giggling at the sense oh god, what the hell is going on? It's so crazy and so out of bounds that, but at the same time, you're just enjoying yourself. It's campy, but it's that good campy. In the sense that it's just, I don't know, it has you in a weird limbo between scared and, laughing. So it's just that nice, weird, you feel weird watching this film, but not, I don't know, not hating it. You love it. It's campy, it's awesome, and it makes you feel a range of emotions, and honestly, it's just a fun, damn good time. So yeah, the film's plot is a TV station crew looking for a big story decide to investigate an old, abandoned mansion that is labeled the Mamiya Manor that is said to have belonged to an eccentric painter that died decades ago. Little do they know, though, is the house is revealed to be haunted by the painter's late distraught wife, and all hell breaks loose. And by the midpoint of the film, it kind of got a little, predictable. I was like, okay, that's where it's going. It was still fun, but I was like, okay, that's where it's going. Fine. Okay, obvious, that's what's gonna happen. But by the climax, yeah, that went freaking haywire. I honestly thought it was gonna go a certain route, and literally a second later, I'm like, nope, fuck you, we're going this way. And it surprised me at first, but I'll be damned if I didn't enjoy the hell out of it. Overall, the film is greatly paced and seems to hit the ground running after it lays the exposition out and introduces all the characters. Now, all the characters seem stock at first, but hold up very well as, we begin to empathize with them. Kazuo, the director, is kind of the leader, but he is somewhat of a nervous wreck. And in some instances, he has to prove himself, which kind of works out, and other times it doesn't. You'll see. Akiko, the producer, is a very kind person and very delicate. Having said that, she is probably the bravest and physically and mentally strongest character out of the whole group. She is a badass. Taguchi is the cameraman and, stereotypical womanizing creep. He's not terrible, but he is somewhat annoying. Asuka, the reporter of the group and prima donna, she is constantly letting her emotions get the better of her and constantly screaming and complaining about something. She is really annoying, but she gets better halfway through the film. And Emi, the youngest of the group and is only there because Kazuo is her father. She's very childlike and impulsive and yet innocent. but her role kind of fluctuates throughout the film. Also, her scream is like a goddamn drill at the dentist's office. Listen. Very unnerving, and honestly, I am not the least bit surprised to find out that the actual actress who portrayed her is actually a singer. I mean, that pitch can break glass. Shit. Now, visually, I really enjoyed this film. The cinematography was superb. The film used it all. Odd angles, excellent uses of dolly and tracking shots. Set design was masterful. The mansion looked degraded and gothic. You could really tell the place needed a good dusting. Scenes were dark, but bright enough that you can actually see everything going on. It really gave you the feeling that, something was, stalking you, hiding in the shadows, just watching your every move. Also, the music was actually very well done. It was calm and somber when it needed to be. And crazy and unnerving when just the stakes were raised. Now, the visual effects were nothing too crazy, but that does not mean that they were bad at all. They got the job done, and in some instances, really left me with my mouth agape in somewhat amazement and in disgust. Now, I did watch this film alone, in a thunderstorm no less. That didn't even plan that. That shit just happened. That was actually really cool. But, this is the kind of movie that you want to watch with a group of friends. It's just an enjoyable watch. It's zany, it's crazy, it's scary at moments, the Japanese scary, not the, here's a thing in your face. It's more like just creeping up on you. I love that kind of, horror. But, yeah, it's a fantastic film, and I'm gonna definitely rewatch this. But especially with friends. This is an enjoyable film with friends. And honestly, all I could really say is that this movie is a must-watch. And if you have the means, and I'm telling you right now, since you're watching this video, you have the means, you should watch this film. At least if you're a fan of horror films. If you're not, into that, of course, obviously it's not going to change your mind. I mean, it's a great film. It's not going to be like fucking amazing, everyone should watch it. I'm just saying, for that certain niche audience, the kind of people who like Japanese horror, the people who like horror films, or the people who just want to watch a fun film. This is honestly, well, it checks all the right boxes, and honestly, it's a great film. So yeah, in the end, I recommend it. Would I highly recommend it? That really depends on the type of person. But I recommend watching this film. It's a damn fun ride. Well, that's the video. And like I said before, yes, this film was never released outside of Japan. And if you actually wanted to buy a copy, you'd have to either buy a Japanese VHS version of it or a Japanese DVD, or I think there's English versions out there, but I think they're bootlegs, so it's very difficult to watch. So owning it is probably out of the question. Having said that though, it is actually on YouTube with English subtitles and all. And it's available to everyone. If you're able to watch this video, you're able to watch the film. I'm gonna have the link down in the description below. And if the link is dead, just, I hope to God it doesn't, but if they ever decide to put copyright strikes, I would actually love to buy this film on Blu-ray. Like, this is a kind of movie that actually deserves a Blu-ray release. I mean, it actually has aesthetic value. It's a key component to the birth of modern survival horror. So having said that, yeah, I love the movie. Well, I'd give it probably, personally, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed myself, but everyone else, whatever. This is a damn good movie. You should watch it. You have the option to, and it's free, so why not? So yes, having said that, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.